Hi Leos, this is going to be your reading from January the 16th to the 31st. I hope everyone is having a nice day so far. If this resonates with you, please like, subscribe, share, comment. If it doesn't, check your moon or rising because you could be in that energy as well. Just a reminder, these are general reads, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. Right, if this is your first time watching one of my videos, how I kind of start here is I'll start with the Angel Oracle Guide, I'll move on to traditional tarot, and then back to Oracle at the end. If I'm ever pausing, Leo, it's because I am just taking the time to kind of feel the energy of the card, and we'll move forward from there. All right, so your angel message this week is take a step back. Your message. Your angels are guiding you to take a step back and reflect before proceeding further. This is an excitable and action-oriented energy around you at this time, but you're being encouraged to review the situation before making any moves. Remember that you are a sensitive being, and should the correct steps and intentions not be lined up, you could be opening yourself up to harsh energies or a situation that could be limiting your growth. In order to have the best experience and positive outcome, take some time now to meditate on your actions, intentions, visions, and goals. Call on your angels and invite them to guide you to make decisions that will be supportive of your expansion and your highest good. When we try to rush ahead or force something to happen, we can often miss signals, signs, and messages that are encouraging us to change course. If you have a big decision to make now or in the midst of moving a project forward, your angels are encouraging you to take a step back and breathe. What is for you won't go by you. Your angels are encouraging you to step into the energy of trust. When you do so, you will draw the universal energy and support to you. And if you have concerns about another person or relationship, this card is guiding you to draw back and respect the space of others. Let this be a time of self-care and self-awareness, and when you step back, let the universe step in. All right, Leo. Let me pull you some tarot cards and we'll move from there. For Leos, please. Alright. Just give me a second to feel this energy here, Leo, and we'll get into your reading. For Leos, please. It's interesting, it's energy that I'm feeling around you right now is you're like trying a different route or working with something different route. Here's what I'm seeing. Or like usually I would respond in this way, and now I'm not kind of responding in that way. I'm trying a different route here, Leo. And I think it's kind of interesting because it feels like you're doing something right now that you normally wouldn't do. You're maybe, again, it feels like maybe just changing the way you perceive something or changing the way you look at something or think of something here as well. Definitely this is like a really reflective time for you in these kind of 2 weeks, and that's why they're telling you to kind of take a step back here, because it feels like you need kind of that outside look of things on the inside here of what's kind of going on or your particular situation. We have the Five of Cups here in the reverse. And when it's in the reverse, it's this kind of healing energy. Because upright with the Five of Cups, it's saying, you know, we're like looking at all the things that haven't worked out, but we're not seeing the things that we still have. When it's in the reverse like this, it's like it's healing. We're seeing and we're grateful for what we kind of have in our life and what is going for us, you know. And I see this kind of sense of moving towards gratitude and moving to the space where you're kind of grateful for the things that you do have in your life, even if some things aren't kind of manifested yet, or if things aren't kind of in your life that you fully want. You're like, I'm so grateful that I have this kind of moving forward. And for some of you, it feels like a specific person that you're kind of feeling grateful for. And And some of you, it's just being like, you know, I'm grateful I have this, and I'm kind of moving into the more of that energy. We have the Page of Pentacles coming out here, which is kind of planting a seed or planting an idea, something that we want to kind of grow here. Because it's the Pentacles, it usually means our finances or our stability here as well. So for some of you, you are kind of thinking about something that you want to kind of nourish, something that you want to grow over the next years. It's basically like planting that seed, planting that idea, planting that thought, and ready to kind of really work for it and watch it grow, right? You know, it's like we have this idea of maybe something we want to do, or this idea of something we want in our life, and so we're going to water it and kind of put our intentions that way, meditate towards it, focus on it here, and see what can happen. But it's interesting because I'll keep kind of going through the cards here, because at the end it seems like we're not moving away from something. Again, maybe some of you were having the thought of leaving something behind or starting anew here, but I feel like you're kind of sticking with it in a way. But I'll get to that in a second. We have the Hangman energy here. This is the take the step back. This is the contemplation energy. This is the energy of now's not time to take action, but to reflect, to just pause, to just think, to just sit in this energy for a little while. And that's not just maybe for like an afternoon. That could be maybe for a week or 2 weeks. Trust yourself, it feels like, in these 2 weeks. Trust you'll know when the right time to step forward is, it feels like. I feel like there's probably been a lot of thoughts in your head recently with this Seven of Cups in the reverse. A lot of confusion, a lot of maybe different ways of to go, or you're like, I could do this, A, B, C, or D. I could go this way, I could do that. There's a lot of options here for me. But with the Seven of Cups in the reverse, it's just saying that when this kind of reflection happens, when we kind of sit in this Hangman energy, some of this kind of overthinking or some of these confusion energy that's happening for you here will kind of go away in these 2 weeks. So do take that time to meditate. Do take that time out for yourself to just sit in your thoughts and kind of really feel what it is you are kind of feeling here, or kind of what you know the right path forward is. Time to kind of listen to yourself. We do have the King of Swords in the reverse. Maybe some of you are dealing with an air sign right now, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. Maybe this is the person that you are thinking about or having to stew on a little bit. Because it's in the reverse, this person could be closing off communication with you right now. Sometimes when it's in the reverse, it could be someone maybe doing it a little bit deliberately in a way here. But I feel like it feels like this, whatever this kind of step back energy is, you know, it's kind of like releasing control is this energy that I'm feeling. And with the Leo, sometimes I feel like we really want to be in control of things. We really want to know everything. I'm saying we, but I'm not Leo. But, you know, you want to know everything here, Leo. And this here is just saying, I think there's some kind of cut off communication, and you're just going to have to, you know, sit in it and like stew in it here. But there is this kind of new beginning that's coming in for you. And this is the energy that I was talking about before of this not leaving something behind, not moving away from something, not moving on from something here. It's like, especially with the Ace of Wands in reverse, it can say, you know, a new beginning didn't spark the way that you wanted it to. Something really didn't manifest the way that you wanted to either. But again, I see you more sticking to it. I see you more being like, okay, you know, this is actually what I want, so I'm going to stick to it. And I'm going to kind of keep moving forward here with this Fool card popping out. It's just going to be a new beginning. It's like that plan didn't work. I'm going to move back and we're going to do a different route. We're going to do a different plan. And that's not this energy that I was feeling out earlier. Was this, we're going a different route about doing things here. Yeah, another energy of not moving away. You got them back to back, Six of Swords and the Six of Cups in reverse. You're not leaving something behind. It's almost like staying here to fight with something, or I'm like going to stay and fight. I'm just going to think about, I'm going to sit here and reflect and think about it a little bit. I don't want to let it go yet, It's like I don't want to leave it behind, but there's something that needs to kind of change, or maybe I need to change here, and maybe that's what this kind of new beginning is for you with this Fool energy. Yeah, I am getting this like this energy of this kind of honestly, Leo, it's kind of like emotionally broken energy, or emotional kind of pain energy here with an air sign, or with kind of two people, because I have the King of Swords in reverse and the Queen of Swords in reverse. It's like two people who are not really communicating properly or communicating the way they want to. They've kind of moved into a space of more spiteful energy, cold energy, than more loving energy here. So for a lot of you Leos, it's like rekindling that love or finding that love again, here. How can we take a different route? How can we come back to love? How can we come back to energy of care, of emotion, of support here? Being vulnerable, being open, because I feel, again, it feels in this reading, Leo, that there's some energy here of being like, I want something so badly to kind of work out here, but I'm kind of also like, I'm feeling this little bit of fear in kind of my heart center as well. So it's kind of just like, it's what we're going to let talk here. Are we going to let the fear talk, or are we going to get the love talk for us here? Because I just see these kind of two people who are just in this energy of kind of coldness, or doing things maybe out of spite to each other. So I would suggest, if this is something that you want to stay, this is something you want to work on, here to be a little bit more open, emotionally and vulnerably here. Yeah, it's funny. I'm just kind of going back to these kind of two people. And this doesn't just have to be a romantic situation. This could maybe be a friend. This could be someone in our family here as well. But I just kind of get that kind of non-verbal talking to each other, and just kind of overthinking the situation here, instead of just kind of sitting in it. All right, we have the Magician card coming out here, which is talking about manifestation. It's saying, hey, you have all the tools to maybe get you past this hump that you're on right now, or to manifest the things that you kind of want in your life. You're ready to kind of do that here. I feel like for some of you, with this Ace of Pentacles reverse and this Chariot card in reverse, we're feeling a little bit stuck in our finances. We're feeling a little stuck maybe in our career life here as well. You're like, I feel like I'm not making more money, or I'm not like evolving in my career. So I feel like you're trying to manifest those kind of new things in these 2 weeks, especially with this Page of Pentacles here. It's like, you're like, okay, what do I want to grow this year for myself in my career here as well? Maybe you're just not feeling like you're finding the right opportunities, or the right opportunities are coming towards you here. So that's causing you to be a little bit frustrated. Might be causing some of this overthinking here for you as well. It's interesting because I'm getting this energy here of our vices here as well, Leo. We have the 8 of Cups in the reversed here, which is talking about vices. Can sometimes addiction can sometimes be doing things because we aren't emotionally well, right? It's like we're not feeling emotionally content, we're not feeling emotionally satisfied here, so we're going to do other things or act in other ways here because we aren't kind of feeling satisfied with ourselves. And I get this little bit of tower moment here because of that. And this tower is kind of a change that's coming in here for you. I don't know, for some of you it's feeling like a wake-up call, honestly, that you'll maybe have in these kind of 2 weeks, and then you're being like, okay, something definitely has to change because of this kind of wake-up call that I am having here. I'm not meant to kind of scare anyone here. That's not what I want to do, Leo. I'm just saying it because just watch out for that. Be like, watch what you're kind of doing in these 2 weeks and making sure, am I actually doing this because I want to do this, or I'm doing this to cope with something else? I think is going to be something that's important for you in these 2 weeks here, because it says with the Star card in reverse, we are losing a little bit of hope on a situation. And I think when we're kind of losing that hope, or losing that kind of positive outlook on I'm going to wish that this is going to happen here for me, that's when we kind of can turn to other things because we're feeling so dark about maybe life, or what's going on in the current moment. And it's just interesting, this Tower moment is kind of in between these two spaces of, you know, not really feeling like we're having a wish fulfillment or something kind of going right for us, or maybe that something's not meant for us here. So just watch that. Again, I think, it's drawing me back to this take a step back. It's like things will work out when they're supposed to. Nothing in this life will pass you by that was not kind of meant for you. And like, I get that energy here. So stop trying to force something. But it is just kind of, is this energy of like connecting to your emotions, honestly, Leo, because it's saying that, we might be doing something when we're feeling a different type of way. It's almost like this act of being like, yeah, I'm great, I'm fine, but really you're kind of like emotionally broken on the inside. Or maybe that's kind of how you're feeling at the current moment. Holding on to something too tightly. Let's see, what is this that Leos are holding on to? Leaving home. Foundational. There's something here that we're holding on to tightly about our foundational life, which is like our home life almost. Again, maybe for some of you it's a marriage, maybe for some of you it's a house, maybe it's your hometown, maybe it's holding on to maybe energy of your hometown, energy of a certain house, or maybe where you grew up. The Four of Wands in reverse is all about kind of foundational things. I always see it as like houses, I always see it as, marriages. It's kind of that kind of foundation, home life, and things like that. So there's something here that we're maybe holding on to too strongly to do with our home life. With the Eight of Swords, it's saying that we're putting our own kind of limitations here on ourselves. I feel like you're trying to force something to happen in this kind of home life here where it's not ready to or wanting to, be a certain way. And there's this kind of being like, no, this is kind of what I pictured, or this is what I imagined here. So they're saying just let it go a little bit more, especially if that's not like the reality of the situation here, because there's a lot of blocks that are happening in your mind right now. Like you're putting a lot of fear blocks in and overthinking a certain situation with kind of this energy of foundation or of housing. I'm going to move on to Oracle cards and see if there's anything last things they want to say here. There might be someone coming in from the past that might be testing your boundaries a little bit this week, or someone from the past that maybe you felt like you weren't maybe strong enough to face, or didn't really have the gall to stand up to this person before. But the Six of Cups is here, which is saying this past energy is coming back, and this energy here of the Seven of Wands, which is energy of having weak boundaries or not standing up for ourselves here, especially or feeling confident to stand up for ourselves. So maybe that's a situation that you are kind of dealing with right now as well. Maybe this has to do with some of the home life. Maybe we're on, we're in this energy where, are attached to our kind of where we grew up or our home, there was kind of weak boundaries involved, or we didn't feel like we had boundaries in place for that. Just interesting. All right, let me just pull these Oracle cards and kind of see what we got for you, Leo. That one just flew. All right. So this is the Starseed Oracle deck, and you got Whale and Orca Elders. Share your song, frequency, diving deep. The Whale and Orca Elders are benevolent cosmic beings here to anchor the frequency of love onto the planet, to harmonize it with their song as they weave around the oceans, as they do so much more than any of us know. Their physical presence affects Earth's magnetic field, and harmonic calls wake up and remember our own soul's song. Look into the eye of the whale as something you'll never forget. Whales, in its very being, in an instant, you're changed forever. They see beyond the physical, the wounding, the identity, the personality, the story, and they see right into your soul. If you pull this card, you're being called to surrender to your deepest truths and share it with potency, to bow to who you truly are, and to stretch your heart wide enough to hold it all, to leave your fears, doubts, and baggage at the door, to question any part of you that doesn't feel good enough. It's like the Seven of Wands energy in the reverse, right? The whale and orchid elders want you to give others the privilege of seeing who you truly are, and for you to see the same in other beings, to drop your hang-ups and personality flaws, and get busy revealing the unique note your soul came here to sing. Allow the song that echoes in all 4 chambers of your heart to emanate in all 4 directions. Peel back the layers of suffering and pain and reveal to others your soul's true song, and endeavor to see the soul of all of those who you meet. How are you being called to share your unique soul song? And I think this is kind of associated with this energy of this Ace of Cups with the Ace of Cups reverse, the Ace of Page reverse, this kind of blocked emotional energy that we are having here, and the truth that might be coming up right now for you. Again, this is what I was saying in the beginning before. It feels like you're shifting in a place of seeing a new perspective of things, and I think it does have to do with your emotional life or the way you are kind of coping with maybe not feeling good or content or happy about it. All right. You also got Envy in reverse. This card reverse held a great time of joy and appreciation. Your choice to shift your focus from future longing to present gratitude creates significant difference in your energetic fields and moves dramatic and radiant ways to attract more to you. This is the 5 of Cups in the reverse. You know that you can keep your eye on future goals without losing sight of your present gifts. So continue to release any old feelings of envy or lack, and whenever those thoughts or emotions come up, you are well on your way to a completely gratifying life, and your genuine acknowledgement of value within you and around you will only keep drawing more value to you. I let go of lack, and I look at the blessings in my life with joy and satisfaction. I am glad. And this is kind of tying in right here with this kind of emotional, I was talking about this emotional satisfaction, this gratitude here, because when we're not in this energy, we can turn to other things to try to fill that cup of love within us. All right, Leo, that was your end of the month reading. I hope that helped.